Hey guys, Shooter420 here, back with another video. Today I'm telling you guys why I think there's a very low chance of Headless coming out this year. Just a reminder, this is speculation, and no one knows except for Roblox whether or not this item is actually going to be coming out this year. So let's take a look at the sale history of this item. Now, if you guys know, this item has been releasing every year from 2013 to 2019. From basically early October to late November is when it usually is. So let's take a look at the condition that Roblox was in when this item last released, and this is really important to what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, make sure you guys watch the full video just so you have an understanding of what I'm trying to say, and before you leave a comment or anything like that. So let's take a look here. You can see that it was available from October 13th to November 4th in 2019. And fall 2019 Roblox was actually very different from Roblox today. They were releasing items. They had just released Dominus Fermendalis, the limited. They had released some Halloween classics like that little axe head thing, and they had a Black Friday sale with limiteds in the fall. So in the fall, Roblox was still they actually had more kind of limited activity than they did in that summer. They were kind of bringing things back, and things were looking good. They were upholding traditions. They obviously released Headless Horseman, so it was actually very different than 2020 Roblox today. And in 2020, Roblox has really broken apart from them releasing items. They've broken traditions. There have been no sales. There was no President's Day sale. There was no Memorial Day sale. And I'll get to the broken tradition in a bit. But, as I said, minimal Roblox items. They were only releasing toy code items. And they just were not invested in themselves releasing items for the catalog. They let UGC take center stage. So let's take a look at this tradition here that they actually did break in 2020, and they even said themselves that they would re-release this item. If you go to this thing here, it's the Friday the 13th top hat. And actually, when they released this item, they released it, I don't know, some Friday the 13th, and they said available for 13 hours on Friday the 13th. Get it today, you'll have to wait until next Friday, the 13th, March 2020. And I waited till that date in March 2020. And guess what? They didn't release the item at all. It was nowhere to be seen on March 13th, 2020, even though when they first released that item, they promised that it would come out, that it would come back later in 2020, in March. And yeah, that just didn't happen. So Roblox kind of broke a tradition right there. Obviously, this isn't a main tradition like Headless is, but it still is a tradition, and I think it really shows, especially if Roblox is going to put in the description, they're going to promise us that it will be out again. That just shows I think Roblox has kind of cut themselves off from traditions. They really don't care. They've in 2020 they kind of reevaluated and they're going more for a UGC and developer controlled, kind of entirely a developer controlled game. Like everything's developer based, everything's user generated. So that's what I think they're going for, and I think they're just trying to step out of the way with these traditions. Um, so what should you do? In my personal opinion, I wouldn't sell your limiteds because I think there is a significantly lower chance than a higher chance of this item releasing. I think a lot of people say it releases every year. It's been released the past 7 years. Why would Roblox change? Well, Roblox has changed. From 2013 to 2019, I mean, the way they released items has changed, obviously, but they were still pretty lenient. They were releasing limiteds and stuff like that, still releasing items. They had sales and stuff. However, it's as I talked about earlier. 2020 Roblox is different. They don't care about that stuff anymore. They're focused on UGC and having a full user generated experience. So yeah, and as I said earlier, it's just speculation. No one knows what is actually going to happen. So you guys can decide yourselves. I'm just giving you guys one side of the argument on why this thing will release, and that's up to you what you want to do with this information. Just personally, I think there's a much lower chance um, that anything is going to be coming out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it made sense to you. Don't be too disappointed. Obviously, uh, some people might be calling me a negative and stuff like that, but I mean, you guys can see the proof. Roblox hasn't been releasing a lot of items. They haven't been doing a lot of sales, so that's just my take on it. Anyways, see you guys later. Bye.